Some of the ultra-wealthy buy tickets to outer space, others build colossal doomsday bunkers in the event of the world's demise. While many have purchased private islands, acquiring an entire country complete with its citizens, laws and governance is nearly impossible, or at the very least, significantly more complex. The US president shocked global audiences by expressing his desire to purchase Greenland more than 2 weeks before officially taking office, an idea he had contemplated since 2019.
We need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time.
Greenland is not a typical island acquisition. It is an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark.
With the approval of Greenland, the Danish minister in Washington, Henrik de Kaufmann, turns the protection of Greenland over to the United States until Nazi-occupied Denmark shall regain her lost sovereignty.
Receiving just under $1 billion annually from its Scandinavian counterpart, Greenland's economy revolves primarily around fishing. It is home to 57,000 residents, and its capital, Nuuk, is geographically closer to New York than Copenhagen. Beneath its icy tundra lies rich deposits of mineral, oil, and natural gas, resources that make the island strategically valuable. This proximity and resource potential has proved particularly enticing for Donald Trump.
I don't know really what claim Denmark has to it, but it would be a very unfriendly act if they didn't allow that to happen, because that's for protection of the free world. It's not for us, it's for the free world.
Trump has voiced concerns about Russian and Chinese ships operating near Greenland in the Arctic Ocean, even hinting at economic or military means to secure it, an idea directly contradicting Greenland's NATO status, the 1949 North Atlantic Treaty, and the 1945 United Nations Charter. His ambitions were echoed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who confirmed that Trump's interest in buying Greenland was not a joke.
This is not a joke. Like, what he's saying is pretty accurate. People don't talk about it for years. This is not about acquiring land for the purpose of acquiring land. This is in our national interest, and it needs to be solved. President Trump's put out there what he intends to do, which is to purchase it.
Though Denmark has a colonial history with Greenland, efforts have been underway to grant the territory increased autonomy. Home rule has been established, and a roadmap for self-determination exists, one that could eventually lead to full independence.
We don't want to be Danes. We don't even want to be Americans.
At first glance, the idea of buying a country may seem absurd, but history offers its precedents. In 1803, it acquired Louisiana from France for $15 million. Florida followed in 1819, purchased from Spain for $5 million. In 1848, the US bought California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico from Mexico for a total of $28 million. Alaska was secured from Russia in 1867 for $7.2 million. More recently, Saudi Arabia purchased the Turan and Senefer Islands from Egypt for $22 billion in 2017. Technically, purchasing a country under international law is nearly impossible given the governmental independence, issues of sovereignty, and all the legal complexities to go with it.
Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump, f*** off.
Greenland controls its economy, infrastructure, and social services, while Denmark oversees its foreign affairs, defense, and currency. Under Danish law, the Greenlandic independence is possible at any time under the Self-Government Act of 2009, pending a referendum in Greenland and approval from the Danish Parliament. This issue will be central to Greenland's upcoming elections, where self-determination could finally lead to independence. While melting ice and rising Arctic temperatures pose environmental concerns, they also present economic opportunities, such as increased access to shipping routes. Arctic shipping traffic rose by 37% from 2014 to 2024, according to the Arctic Council. An intriguing question remains: what if Donald Trump offers Greenland more financial support with different circumstances? Again, it's not that simple. Greenland's socialist system relies on common ownership of land and government, providing free healthcare and prohibiting private land ownership. Major industries are state-owned, meaning Trump would have to uphold these programs, an idea in direct opposition to his political ideology.
We will drill, baby, drill.
Currently, the US maintains a military presence at Greenland's Northwest Air Base under a 1951 agreement with Denmark. This allows the US to move freely and establish bases on the island, provided Denmark and Greenland are notified. Even if Greenland gains independence, a potential deal granting the US exclusive military access could lead to an expanded American presence on the island.
Can you assure the world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
No.
What is the strategy?
Yeah, I can't assure you. You're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two.
If purchasing Greenland is off the table, Trump or any future US leader may instead pursue additional military agreements to strengthen American influence in the region. But buying an entire country is more complex than historical deals like Arizona or Alaska. The Danish Prime Minister summed it up best.